something that you love, something you have a passion for. That's motivation. I'm motivated.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Let's go! Get up, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
Never knew if they won't listen, but when I'm right, I produce passion.
Let's go! Come on! Clap it up! Clap it up! Get your arms pumping! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Come on! Get up! Get up! Come on! Come on! Give it to me! No. Let's go! Clap it up a little bit! Let's go! What's up, baby? Let's go! Let's go! Give me a little air bump! Give me a little air bump! Oh! Oh yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Ah! Who's fired up today? Oh! Clap it up a little! One more time! One more time, clap it up! One arm! One arm! How many you want me to do? How many? 20. Why don't you come over here with me? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Who wants to see it? Two arms or one? Two arms or one? One arm, let's go. Stay there. One, hey, hold on. Count it out. Ready? You say down. How you feeling? Clap it up! How about a round of applause for Michael? Round of applause for Michael, baby. How's everyone doing today? Say, get your mind right. No, I said, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Don't forget about this. Give it to me right now. Go like, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? Shaky. Some of you need to shake the cobwebs out. If you need to shake the cobwebs out, say, I do. How we doing, girls? Get fired up today. It's called, today, we talk about champions mindset. What it takes to be great. Who wants to be great?
I want to be great.
Say, I am. I will. I must. I am. I will. I must. Get your mind right. Every single word that you say to yourself, every single word you say to yourself when you leave chapel this morning matters. That self-talk of what you're saying before a big game this weekend, before a musical, before you study, your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? I want to clean it up today. I want to get the trash out, this thinking out, and get your mind right, get your heart right, get your soul right. If you're fired up, say yes.
Yes.
Now listen, a key to life, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you're like, yes, you're laughing. You got to bring your heart and soul into everything you do. Some of y'all have jobs. If you have a part-time job, raise your hand and say yes. Half of you, maybe. When someone asks you for something, the answer is never no. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir, I'll find a way. I'll get it done. Whatever it takes. See, a champion's mindset as I go through this today is what's it going to take for us, you and me, whether you're a freshman, you're a senior, you're middle school, whatever it takes. Heck, you're a teacher, you're an admin. What's it going to take for us to be great, to recapture the spirit, the fervor, the essence that makes us who we are? Because some of us have forgotten who the heck we are. And I'm going to remind you today as a coach. I'm going to coach you to be your best. But a coach can't help you be great if you don't want to be great. So once again, if you want to be great, say yes. Yes. Y'all better start talking to yourself. Y'all better start talking to yourself. Show me your teeth. Yeah. Show your teeth when you walk around school. That means you're happy. Even if you're not happy, you're sad. You got to fight with your parents this morning. You didn't get much sleep. Show the world that, yeah, all right, I got this. We got this. Because we're in a battle right now. Today I got 7 points I want to make. How many points? 7. Rapid fire. I know y'all are sharp. I'm going rapid fire today. A few years ago, I had a dream. Point number one is this. You got to have a dream. Some of you have forgotten about your dream. When you came to Christian high school, you said, hey, I want to go to college, or I want to get a scholarship for music or for sports, for academics. Someday I want to have a house. Someday I want to be rich or famous. I want to do this. When you look at dreams, they're a spirit that moves our soul. Dreams move us. But I want to just remind you and renew your dream inside of you. See, a few years back, I needed to find another dream. So I decided to pursue a dream for 7 years to go on national TV for a show called Strong. Has anyone ever seen it? Okay, for all three of you who have seen it, very good, thank you. If you have not seen it, I'm going to encourage you to go on Netflix and watch it, because I just found out earlier this week there's only 2 more weeks of Strong on Netflix, and they're taking it down after 5 years. So I want to encourage you to do that. Why? Well, because Strong for me was an opportunity to show the world of, let's go! Whatever it takes. See, are you willing to go after your dream because of what your friend, your sister, your brother, your colleague, your teammate says, oh, she can't do that. He can't do that. To get you in a little insight, when I went on Strong, just so you know, I had to leave my family for 3 months. And when you go, you hand them your phone. No cell phone for 3 months. Would anyone like to volunteer for that right now? No cell phone. Anybody? I'll put you on national TV. Okay, maybe we get you on national TV. What are you willing to sacrifice for your dream? There are major things I had to sacrifice, but the biggest thing was this. I don't care if you're 16 today, you're 18, you're 25, you're 55, or you're 81. Whenever I meet with Pastor Jeremiah, that man has a dream. That guy is vision-led, mission-centered. He's like, Todd, we got chapel, bring the heat. We got to fire these kids up. I got you, Pastor Jay, we got this. Surround yourself with people like Pastor Jay and other fire-breathing dragons that'll do that. I'm going to come back to Strong, but point number one is what's your dream? And what are you willing to do to get after your dream? Why? Well, because on your path, you're going to face some adversity. And it's going to take a lot of hard work. They say hard work beats talent when talent don't work. For 18 years, I had the opportunity to train this guy, Drew Brees. Many of you know him if you follow football. If you don't follow football, he was the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints for 18 years, and he used to be the quarterback of the San Diego Chargers. All right, we got some Charger in, but they're in LA now. Yes, exactly. But check this out. Many of you don't know this. Early in his career, Drew ripped his shoulder out of a socket. And Doc said, you'll probably never throw a football again, let alone play in the NFL again. That was 2006. He just retired last year. Arduous, hard work to be the best. What are you willing to do in school? Because many of you are staying up late, to turn off the phones and be very focused on your schoolwork, to take the tests that your teachers are giving you, to do things right outside of school, to get involved in the community, get involved in the church, to do things to work your tails off to get to where you want to go. Because last I checked, everyone wants to be successful. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants a big house. Everyone wants to have the great life that everyone sees on social media. That's not enough to want something. You got to want it, and you got to work for it. You got to sacrifice for it. Whatever that's going to take. What's your hard work? What are you willing to do to get to that hard work? This is us training just last year. On a slide board, catching 2 tennis balls. I'm not recommending you go do this later on after school. But why? Physically challenging because you're a lateral athlete working side to side. Hand-eye coordination, vision. Now, that's Drew, but check out the trainer. This trainer's working his tail off. Woo! Yeah. But if you notice, when you put yourself in an environment to succeed, your body, your mind, your spirit, it's a choice of where you surround yourself and what you do. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work. Do the right things. Anyone know this guy? The Rock. Anyone, any fans of The Rock out here? The Rock and I do some work together with Under Armour. Been with Under Armour since 2007. The Rock, as you know, started as a professional wrestler. Do we have any WWE fans in here? Oh, yeah! Three guys. But check this out. The Rock had a bigger dream. The Rock said this, what's The Rock got cooking? The Rock went to Hollywood. He's the hardest working man I know, besides Pastor Jeremiah. No joke. But The Rock, when you look at this, be the hardest worker in the room, you'll see him at midnight in the gym at midnight working out. You'll see him doing 3 or 4 movies at a time. And you think The Rock is like, oh, he's just The Rock. Do you know what that guy had to persevere and overcome? Check out this story. Y'all have a story. It says live a life worth telling a story about. What's your story? Each and every one of you have a story, a very special story. Each and every one of you have gifts inside of you. Don't hide behind your gifts. God's calling you to share them with the world. You might want to be a pro athlete or a musician or an actor or actress. Then keep dreaming and keep working your tail off to do that, whatever it takes. Overcome adversity. Has anyone yet in their life faced major adversity? If so, just raise your hand. God bless you. Because if you haven't yet, you're going to. Who in here is 18 years old? Anybody? Not yet? A couple of you? Well, check this out. No one wants adversity. No one wants tough times. Who has a dream to go to college? Anybody? 98% of you want to go to college. Good. Has anyone lost a parent yet? Parent, mom or dad, passed away? Good. When I was 20 years old, my pops passed. That became why I do what I do today, why I'm up here today. To say, hey, when I'm 58 years old, I don't want to die of a heart attack. When I'm just 20 years old, or one of you are 20 years old. Don't take a single day for granted. You talk about adversity. I don't care if it's surgery. I don't care if something mentally right now you're battling and no one knows. A sign of strength is when you share it with your friend, your teammate, your teacher, your counselor, and say, I got a problem. I'm struggling mentally, physically. I got stuff going on. We got to head straight on. Because sometimes there's storms in life that throw you off course. And sometimes there's storms that open paths to your purpose. So the next time you face a storm, small, this weekend, big, don't worry. Adversity is part of the game. It's part of the path. It's part of the process of what you got to do to be great. When I was on Strong, just so you know, if you have not watched it, in week 3, this happened right here. Check it out. You can do it.
The Olive team knows they have lost the tower.
I'm on the Olive team.
That's not stopping Devin. She wants to finish this obstacle.
Strong.
But I can't. I can't.
You sure can.
Come on. You're halfway there. Come on. I believe in you.
You can do it.
Damn, girl.
I believe in you.
Yes.
One more swing. Go. Let go.
There's nobody else I'd rather do this with.
Made it across.
You made it, girl.
Cool.
You were amazing.
You were. You're scared. You're scared as heck today. Beating yourself up mentally. And look what you did. You came up and you proved to yourself that you can do this. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something. The power is within you.
You've changed my life. Everybody down there's changed my life. This has been the most amazing experience.
You've changed your life, Devin. You've changed your life, sweetie. I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
Don't let anyone, thank you. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something if you want to do it. See, what you didn't see on TV is that when we got paired with our partners, Devin was 25 years old from Boston, she hated to compete. And when I was her trainer and she told me she hated to compete, I'm like, Devin, you got the wrong trainer. I love to compete. As a matter of fact, what happened is that day, she had panic attacks because I'm getting all pumped up and fired up because we're competing. That wasn't good coaching because I was stressing her out because of a 4-story tower that we had to get through that was extremely physically challenging. We lost the challenge. They sent us home. I came back to San Diego. That night in the trainer's table, this is Devin after us hitting a football bag 16 times because she couldn't hang on. This right here. Those are bruises. Those are bruises. How am I going to get mad at her for going all out? Because there's $1 million on the line. $1 million. Am I supposed to get mad at her going all out because she can't hold on a bag? No. Was it worth blowing out my back for a second time with discs? I don't know. But sometimes you're going to be hurt, sick, don't feel good, and you're going to have to find a way. Somehow you don't even know how you're going to do it. Because I always say this, you don't know how strong you are until strong is the only single thing you have left. And it's not talking you down 14 points in the fourth quarter. I'm talking about life or a relationship or your folks are getting divorced or they're arguing and you hate it. What are you willing to do? How far are you willing to go? So they sent me back to San Diego. I saw my 3 kids and my wife. They said, what happened? I said, we lost. We lost. Overcoming adversity. How far are you willing to go? And what are you willing to do? Whatever it takes. Michael Jordan. I know a lot of you are LeBron fans and Kobe fans, me too. But Michael Jordan, when I was growing up, man, this was my guy. And I love this quote. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I was trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again. And that is why I succeed. Not being afraid to fail. Not being afraid to take that shot. Because what if I lose? What if I fail? You don't want to be guided by failure. Fear will kill you. Faith over fear. Don't be afraid of those things. Bethany Hamilton. Folks, there was a shark attack. She's missing an arm. And she's out being a pro surfer, and she's a great philanthropist today, doing great things for lots of people. My man Sproulsy, Darren Sproles. Sproles is 5'6". I trained him for 12 years. 5'6", 180 pounds. Coach, I'm too short. Nah, he didn't say that, but I hear it all the time at the Pop Warner and the high school level and even the college level. I'm only 5'10". I'm only 5'6". I'm only this. I'm only that. Stop the head trash and the stinking thinking and talking. Not I'm only this. I am this. I am this. And this is my power. Because when that guy was in a workout with Breeze or LaDainian Tomlinson or Aaron Rodgers or Chase, anyone, it was a work ethic to not be denied of that dream inside. What are you willing to do and how far are you willing to go to overcome that adversity? Interesting enough, just last week, Darren said, hey, Coach, I'm getting introduced to the Hall of Fame, College Hall of Fame and the Kansas State Hall of Fame. Coach, could you help me write my outline for my Hall of Fame speech? As a trainer, as a coach, you teachers understand this. The power when a kid comes back because you went and you're successful in whatever field, and you go back to your teacher, your sensei, your coach, your trainer, say, hey, can you help me with this? Epic. You know, there's a Bible verse, and I love this. It's all about perseverance. James 1, 2 through 8. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. How's your perseverance these days? We got to keep persisting. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt. Believe, not doubt. Because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. Believe. The power of the mind. Believe. Ask God, God, please guide me through this storm. Please help me get through this tough time. Prayer. Prayer doesn't have to be sitting down early in the morning at 6 o'clock when you wake up. It doesn't have to be at night and formal. It can be while you're driving in the car. It can be turning off the music or the podcast, whatever you're listening to, and making sure you get your mind right. Because when you surround yourself with great people, these are fire-breathing dragons. These are thoroughbreds. Say fire-breathing dragons. Y'all know Bradley Jeremiah, David Jeremiah. We got another Jeremiah in the house. Where's she at? Where's Zandy at? Where's she at? There she is over there. But the opportunity to work with Pastor Jay, guys, when you put yourself around people who inspire you, Pastor Jay at 80 years old, let me tell you what, I don't care if you're 20, you're 50, or you're 80, when you find other fire-breathing dragons, other thoroughbreds, here's what they say. If you surround yourself with thoroughbreds, you'll run like thoroughbreds. If you surround yourself with donkeys, then you're going to be a jack. Don't be a donkey. Be a thoroughbred. So when you think about this, surround yourself with other people that are going to inspire you. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Friday night and Saturday night, when you go out and socialize, what are you doing? Are you doing the right things? Are you doing the wrong things? Only you know that. What are you doing? Choices will determine your future because every choice is a consequence, good or bad. It's like what you put in your mouth. When you eat, good or bad, there's a chemical response that happens. It's going to elicit a positive or negative response. When you work out, there's a positive response. For every choice you make, there's a response. Proverbs 27, you know this, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Surround yourself with iron, the iron every single day to do what you do. How do you iron up? Who's sharpening you? And who are you sharpening? Please, boys and girls, men and women, your words, what you say, not just verbally, but in the DM. Ooh, in the DM matters. In the DM, what you're saying to someone, good or bad, it matters. How do we clean that up? How do you be a light more often? Because my fifth point is this. Teamwork makes the dream work. Who's part of a great team? Say yes. Your team could be your athletic team, could be the team here, could be the choir, it could be the music group. Teamwork makes the dream work. So check this out. I'm strong. I had the opportunity to get back in the game. Through a stroke of what I'll say not luck, through God. Through God, I was able to get back in the game. And I got paired up with this girl, a middle school teacher from Kansas. Biracial, mothered a kid in high school. Father was in prison. This girl had some grit. And all of a sudden, she says, hey, Todd, I love to compete. As a matter of fact, check this out. We just get paired up. Brittany Harold Miller.
Après-vous, mademoiselle.
Thanks.
Part of my plan as her new coach and trainer is to get her mind right, really being able to tap into a spirit and a side of her that is deep. I felt your competitive fire immediately. What's in you that brings that out in you? I mean, you don't see that every day. I work with a lot of athletes. You don't always see the fight that you've shown me in just a very short time that I've known you.
There's things in my life that I don't tend to share with people because I don't want people to pity me.
Sure.
Life wasn't easy growing up biracial. As a kid, not knowing where your place is. My mom was basically a single mom. She worked really hard to give us all the things that we ever got. My dad was in and out. He was a drug addict, and you know, those things are hard to deal with. And then, you know, I was 17 when I had my son. Wow. For a moment, I felt like life was over, but I didn't take that route with that. I used it as motivation. I took 2 weeks off of school when I had my son.
What grade were you in?
It was the beginning of my senior year, so I was in 12th grade. I graduated from high school, and then I went on to college. Graduated with my bachelor's degree in math. It's not easy, but you never say you can't. You always say you can. It's just about moving forward and continuing to go. I've fought my whole life. There's not an ounce of me that hasn't fought.
First off, thanks for sharing that. What an amazing story.
Yeah.
I mean, to think that you're 25, graduate from college, have an 8-year-old son, overcoming all of that adversity.
Honestly, for me, it's beating the odds. I fight to not be put in that hole again and not be put in that category. My biggest thing is to make my son's life better than mine was.
This is the definition of strength. Understanding her story has inspired me to push to a deeper level. I feel that we're perfectly positioned to really shock the world. I'm fighting for you. Interesting how we got matched up.
I know, right?
And I am absolutely honored to work with you. Let's kick some tail.
Yeah. So check this out. I learned a lot about Hollywood. All competitions happen in the middle of the night at like 2 and 3 a.m. So I look tired there because everything happens filmed at night. And I'm not a night owl. I hate late night. But we had to compete at night. As a matter of fact, this happened in week 5 when I got back in the game. And we competed. $1 million is on the line. $1 million. Week 5, get back in the game. And we're hammering hard. And tell you what, it's interesting how life works. Because sometimes you're holding on by a thread. Sometimes you're like, man, how am I going to get through this time? It's not about the money, but we're fighting for a gal who didn't have much. We're fighting for a purpose to try to create impact. How are we going to get our mind right when you're tired and every day you're competing for whatever your dream is? Whatever that dream is, you're going to have these detours. You're going to get hurt, blown out shoulders, backs, knees. Things happen. But sometimes you just got to say, get your mind right. Matter of fact, give me not your mind, your mind. Get your mind right. Say it one time. Get your mind right. I don't see your lips moving. Get your mind right. Louder, get your mind right. Every single day, say, get your mind right, get your mind right. Because when you hear me saying that, I'm saying it to myself. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Yeah, now you're going to be walking around the halls later. Sorry, teachers. Get your mind right. But here's why. Because when you think about get your mind right, I leave messages all the time. Y'all know this one. I left some of y'all a message here yesterday. Yoo-hoo! Yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Yeah.
You know who it is. Dark 30. 5:30.
Get the little sleepies out of the eyes. Woo! Hey, Drew. Sprosy. Cooksy. Ertsy. Look at little sleepy today. Wakey time. Make you a little mad. I'm up working early. You stay the same. You stay mediocre. I get better. Yeah, better. Your workout today is my warm-up. Get your mind right. Get it right, get it tight. What are you doing right now? Man!
Who wants one of those messages delivered every single morning at 6 o'clock in the morning? Raise your hand and say yes. Yeah. All right. I'll send it to you tomorrow morning. Y'all start getting those messages. That'll be your alarm clocks. Mom and Dad, don't worry. That's just Coach TD getting after a little bit. So here's the story behind the story. Guys, 2 days after I got eliminated from that show, I was hurting. I'm on the sideline of my son, my oldest son's Pop Warner football game, and the producer of the show, his name is Sylvester Stallone. That guy. Sylvester Stallone, the real-life Rocky Balboa. There's no one in this room, maybe in this world, who's watched more Rocky IVs than me. Sly was my guy growing up. He's the producer of the show. He says, hey, Todd, we need you back up in Malibu. There's an opportunity to get back in the game. I'm like, no. Sly, you don't understand. My knee's killing me. My back is irritated, and I blew up my shoulder. I can't. He's like, come back up. I go back up. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at a rock. True story. I wasn't going to compete that day to get back in the game for the $1 million. I look up at a rock. I'm sitting there. And have you ever been hurt and you want to play the game, but you can't because the trainer says, no, you can't go? Well, fortunately, I didn't have a trainer who was telling me that. I just knew I couldn't go. I said, look at this rock. God's honest truth. I see my father, and I see my best friend who passed away a few years before. My best friend, whoever that is for you, passed away. And I see him up on a rock, and God starts talking to me. He's like, listen to what they got to say. They're laughing. They're saying, you got to go. We got this. We'll carry you through. Go. So I tell the producer, Sly, I'm going tonight. All the other trainers are like, he's not going to get in. He's the oldest trainer here. He ain't getting back in the game. That's all I needed to hear. And this is what happens. Down to two people. Final one.
all I can think about were my 3 kids and our family mantra. We're the Durkins, we always do our best, and we never give up.
Todd has caught up to Drew. They are neck and neck in the shuffle.
I'm looking at Drew and I'm thinking, he's a survivor. He's overcome some huge obstacles. It's incredible. But I know that it's going to be extremely close.
Drew and Todd have both reached the top in record time. You can do it! It's a dead heat. Either one could win it. Coach Todd, congratulations, you have completed the tower. You are now officially back into the competition.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why it's called the Opportunity Tower. There's opportunity in your life. You must choose opportunity. Who fired up now? I said, who's fired up now? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, slides in the tower, and out there going, Drago! Watch Rocky IV, you'll understand. And all I could think about was my wife and 3 kids when I left the house just a couple days before. They're like, Dad, you ain't gonna win. We'll see you in 2 days. But all of a sudden, there was a spirit inside that said, no, we'll carry you through this. And one other point about this. Right before I went, I'm looking at this 4-story tower, and it's brutal. As one guy went through it, this was my face. The other trainer turns to me, who knew me and my background, and he said this to me. Don't forget who you are. You're Todd freaking Durkin. I think, oh yeah, I forgot. He used that word. Don't forget who you are. Matter of fact, later on, he sent me a shirt. Don't forget who you are. Now, you're only allowed to use that clean language. But sometimes you got to remind yourself who you are because you forget who you are because the pandemic beat you down and you're tired, you're depressed, you're lost, you're empty, you don't feel good, you don't want to show up to school. Stop it. Remind yourself who you are, where you're going, what you want to do, what your dreams are, the adversity you have to overcome, all those things. And remind yourself of what you're made of. And any adversity you've already faced, good. It's sharpened you up to get you to where you're going to go. What are you going to do? What's it going to be? You know, when we look at Scripture, I always think about this. When was Jesus at his best? When he was out ministering, when he was working with the disciples. When was Jesus at his best? And when are you at your best? When are you truly at your best? What are you doing? Who are you hanging out with? What are you eating? How are you training? Who are you training with? So if you think, how can I be more like Jesus? What can I do in my life to walk more in line with Jesus? Do that. If there's things that are pulling you away from your relationship with Jesus, then we need to strengthen those areas up. If there's things that you're looking at on the screen, then delete those people that you're following that ain't getting your mind right. Because you're sucked in to that stuff that's gonna warp your mind. If you gotta delete them, delete them. Only you knew that. What are you gonna do? What habits do you need to curb? If you wanna be closer to Jesus and walk in that relationship, then you have to choose that today, that I'm gonna strengthen that relationship. So that when you look at your rock and you start talking to God and you're praying, or someone that you've lost in your life, all of a sudden, you're like, whoa, we got this. There's a few scriptures I want to share that I rely on. I've got these on my home computer. I look at them all the time. Go through them with me. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit, and he will make your path straight. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Health to your body and nourishment to your bones. I love that scripture verse right there. 1 Timothy, don't neglect the gifts that you have and that you've been given, that you've been ordained. Make sure you tap into your gifts. The world will try to put them down and suppress them. Your job is to make sure you share your gifts with the world, whatever it takes. 2 Peter, therefore, brothers, be more diligent to confirm your calling. For if you practice, yeah, we talking practice, and use your gifts, these qualities will never fail. Practice your gifts. Use them. Colossians, whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord. Work for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you'll receive the inheritance as your reward. You're serving Jesus. Ask yourself in the decisions you're making today, whatever decisions you're making, big or small, hey, Jesus, what would you do? How can you guide me? What should I do here? Have that conversation. It's that simple. How can I be guided more in faith? I love this when I denounce selfish and toxic thinking. Do we have anyone that's sometimes has toxic thinking? All of us do. I denounce selfish and toxic thinking. Last couple ones here about get your mind right. I'll take my thoughts captive and think more like Christ today. I'll think like Christ. How would Christ think? What would he do today? For the word of God is living and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit and joint and marrow. Think about that. Are you willing to recognize that faith without work is useless? James 2:20. You got to have faith with work. You got to do the work. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work. You got to work. You got to have faith, but you got to work. Last couple, seek to please me above all else. Let that goal be your focal point as you go through this day to day. That's the mindset we're looking for. It'll protect you from the scattering your energy to the winds. Make the right choices and stay in communication with me, living in thankful awareness of my presence. But God, I'm not where I want to be. Keep praying, have faith, perseverance, all the things that we've talked about today. What are you going to do? Because the last one here is what we all are in here for today. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, Jesus, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but will have everlasting life. So your belief, your faith, spend time. Spend time in this. It's not about religion. It ain't about religion. It's about relationship. It's about the relationship that you strengthen with Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. So spend time. If you spend time with your brothers and sisters and you spend time with your best friends, why do you spend time with them? To nourish the relationship, because you like them. The only way to get stronger with Jesus is to spend time. So spend a few minutes every day. Spend 10 minutes. Talk to God more often. It's a relationship. My last clip of the day, and I'm going to open up for Q&A. If you have Q&A, you may be rewarded. Here we go. Y'all know it? Because I've shown it, because I love it. Check it out. Here we go. Don't give away the secret if you know it.
So, Coach, how strong is Westview this year?
A lot stronger than we are.
You already written Friday night down as a loss, Brock?
Well, not if I know we could beat them.
Come here, Brock. You too, Jeremy.
What, am I in trouble now?
Not yet. I want to see you do the death crawl again, except I want to see your absolute best.
What, you want me to go to the 30?
I think you can go to the 50.
50. I can go to the 50 if nobody's on my back.
I think you can do it with Jeremy on your back. But even if you can, I want you to promise me you're going to do your best.
All right.
Your best.
Okay.
You going to give me your best?
I'm going to give you my best.
All right, one more thing. I want you to do it blindfolded.
Why?
Because I want you giving up at a certain point when you can go further. Get down. Jeremy, get on his back. Now get a good tight hold, Jeremy. All right, let's go, Brock. Keep your knees off the ground, just your hands and feet. There you go. A little bit left, a little bit left.
I bet he does.
There you go. Show me good effort. That way, Brock. You keep coming. There you go. It's a good start. A little bit left, a little bit left. There you go, Brock. Good strength. That's it, Brock. That's it.
Not at the 20 yet?
Forget the 20. You give me your best. You keep going. That's it. No, don't stop, Brock. You got more in you than that.
I ain't done. Just resting a second.
You gotta keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's go. Don't quit till you got nothing left. There you go. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. You keep driving. Keep your knees off the ground. Keep driving it. Your very best. Your very best. Your very best. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep going. Don't quit on me. Keep going. Keep driving it. Keep your knees off the ground. That's it. Your very best. Don't quit on me. Your very best. Keep driving. Keep driving. There you go. There you go. That's it. You keep driving. Keep your knees off the ground. Keep driving it. Don't quit till you got nothing left. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep going. I want everything you got. Come on, keep going. It hurts. Don't quit on me. Your very best. Keep driving. Keep driving. There you go. There you go.
He's heavy.
I know he's heavy.
I'm bad at strength.
Then you negotiate with your body to find more strength, but don't you give up on me, Brock. You keep going, you hear me? You keep going, you're doing good, you keep going. Do not quit on me. You keep going.
It hurts.
I know it hurts, you keep going. You keep going. It's all hard from here. 30 more steps. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Keep going.
Burn.
And let it burn.
Ours are burning.
It's all hard. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Come on. Keep going. You promised me your best. Your best. Don't stop. Keep going.
Too hard.
It's not too hard. You keep going. Come on, Brock. Give me more. Give me more. Keep going. 20 more steps. 20 more. Keep going, Brock. Give me your best. Don't quit. No. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Brock Kelly, you don't quit. Keep going. Keep going. Go, Brock Kelly. You don't quit on me. No, you keep going. You keep going. Go, Brock. 10 more steps. 10 more. 10 more. 10 more. Keep going. Don't quit. Give me yours. You can. You can. 5 more. 5 more. Come on, Brock. Come on. Don't quit. Don't quit. Come on, Brock. 2 more. 1 more.
Let's go. 50. Let's go to the 50. I don't have any more.
Well, good, Brock. You're in the end zone. Brock, you are the most influential player on this team. If you walk around defeated, so will they. Don't tell me you can't give me more than what I've been seeing. You just carried a 140-pound man across this whole field on your arms. Brock, I need you. God's gifted you with the ability of leadership. Don't waste it.
Coach?
Can I count on you?
Yes.
Coach?
What is it, Jeremy?
I weigh 160.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. So, my 7th and final point is this. When you think about that and you see that, what do you think of? See, right now, with a champion's mindset, it's all about that front windshield. It's about the vision of where you're going. The blindfold is sometimes your sight actually limits your belief because of what you see. It's like faith, believing even when you cannot see. Faith is believing even when you cannot see. So think about this. You can always go further than you think, so keep moving forward. Whether you're crawling, you're jumping, you're running, you're sprinting, whatever it is, you keep moving forward at all costs, whatever it takes. You keep your eyes on that front windshield. You keep going and going and going because your dreams are way bigger than your past. Thank you so much. Round of applause, everybody. Yeah. Now listen up. Give me a little two clap. Two clap. Two clap. Da! Over here, give me a da! That was weak. Over here, give me a ah! One more time, give me a ah! I got to give away some goodies real quick. Goodies are going to go out. I got 3 questions. Give me 3 minutes. Here we go. First question. First question. I'll come back. Right here. Yep.
Do you ever take a day off?
Do I ever take a day off?
Yeah.
Yes. I take a day off. Come over and get a book. Come over and get a book. Come on. I need a gal. I need a gal. What is it? You know what? I got to break some bad news. I'm not going to be at the game. I got to be in North Carolina for something to see my son. I will stream it. I'll let you know my prediction just prior to the game. I love you guys. God's killing me. Trust me, it's killing me. I already let Coach Mitchell know. Yes?
How did you come to know Christ?
Good question. I was in college. I was 20 years old. And despite growing up Catholic all the way through, Pastor Freddie Mitchell talked on a Friday night chapel service about accepting Jesus into your heart because through thick and thin, he'll always be there for you. Interesting enough, it was just a few months later after that my father passed away. So thank you for asking. You got a prize. Two more. Yes?
What's your max bench?
Max bench, all time. 350 all time. 350. That's good. Keep going. I need a gal. Where's my gal? Yes, you. Yes. I just showed you everything that's up there. That's how I live. Working out, training hard, eating right, surrounding yourself with a fiber. Come up and get a prize. Julie, I need a hoodie. This is for a hoodie. I need to give a great hoodie away. I like that. You in the red shirt, I like that energy. I like the energy, baby. What do we got? Can you go back to the screen real quick? I'll put my contact information. What was it? How do you get your mind right so well? Everything that I just shared there, every day you do that over and over again. Okay? Last two. You. 5 a.m. workout routine. Julie. Get him my book, my 5 a.m. my workout is in there. My workout. Follow my Instagram, it's all in there too. Good. Last one, and you guys got to go to school. You. What's the question? Ice cream? What's that? What's ice cream? Vanilla, baby, let's go. Last one. Do we have any more? Last one, you got to get out of here. You. Oh, a lot. How many athletes do I train? A lot. I'm not sure how many exactly. God, I love you guys. Have an awesome day. I'll be around. Hey, Jules, picture. I need a picture.